And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, as we bring in this Wednesday morning.
It is hump day. We finally made it halfway through. Friday's still coming, just 2 days away.
And I want to bring this up because I don't have an answer for it, and I just want to be honest that I don't know what went on yesterday. As it started out, if you were watching on the Facebook side, you could watch it. Then 10 to 15 minutes into the show, it just sort of disappeared. But if you were still connected, you could see it. But if you just joined it late, you couldn't find it at all. And at the end of the show, it was like, whoof.
Poof.
So always have a backup on the YouTube side. YouTube always has a very, very clear picture, and you can see it. It's Scotty Ray Report, easy to find, or you can go to Twitter. Watch it there. You can go to our webpage, ScottyRayReport.com. YouTube is pretty simple. It's straightforward. You can find the picture and simple to find there.
And I know we keep saying this and we keep teasing you, but nothing's going to be more simple than the Scotty Ray Report app.
That should be done.
In development and coming out shortly. So that will be another way for you to follow the show and everything else that you put up since you stay awake 23 and a half hours a day.
It'll come directly to your phone. We should have that shortly. I think I've given all the information that they require, that your third cousin that was once removed from the family, you have to tell them about them too. So we're getting all that information to them quickly as we can. What a beautiful morning outside. I mentioned this, Odie, about how you can take that deep breath outside and that cool air. 60.
Made my sinuses all wired up because it's fresh air out there.
It is.
Man.
I don't know if you've ever paid attention to this guy. I would get absolutely sick, but a guy for the last 16 years has won a hot dog eating contest. It's called Joey's Chestnut. He competes in it. Nathan's Hot Dog Contest is the name of it. He's won it 16 years, and he can eat hot dogs like there is no tomorrow.
He dips it in water. Which doesn't make any sense to me. I thought that swallowed the bread up.
Yeah. But I guess you have to do training for that. But here's the controversy today. He's not being allowed to enter the contest this year. After 16 years, he has basically endorsed a vegan hot dog, which is not real. And they say a vegan. Okay.
Yeah.
I said it differently.
That's why I eat cows.
Yeah.
Because it eats these vegans' dinner.
But they're not going to allow him, since he's got an endorsement program with a competitive type. What they're doing is promoting hot dogs with this contest. He is supporting a non-hot dog, and they said no can do. So he won't be in it this year if you were cheering for him there, Odie.
Well, I'll tell you one thing now. Those Nathan hot dogs, them dudes is good.
Yeah, they are. And, Joe used to do the steak eating contest.
Yeah.
I never entered that. I just cannot eat fast. So there you go. That's what's going on with that. Let's jump to something that is important out of the box this morning. We have a young lady that is missing in Meridian, Mississippi. Let me show you her picture as we pull this up, Odie. This is who she is, and we'll take a look at a couple of pictures of her.
Yeah, 31-year-old Lauren Harrison. Last seen around Officers Lake Road, Valley Road, and Dunroven Road. So if you're in that area, be on the lookout. If you see her, call 911 and let them know so we can get units out there. Prayers going out to the family.
About what time was the last time she was spotted?
Last seen around 5:30 or 6 o'clock yesterday evening. We were out there pretty early this morning. looking around. It was really too dark to really be doing a whole lot of searching out in the woods. But we were out there with the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. So if you're in that area, look at some of your door cameras, see if you can see someone walking down the road at that time. But help the family out. She is not in a vehicle, Terry. She is on foot.
Okay.
So good question. So if you see her, please call 911. The family is ready for her to come home, and I know she's ready to be home. So
keep your eyes open. Sometimes you see something coming into work, out of the corner of your eye, catch it. If it looks suspicious, call. Doesn't add up. We hope everything is fine with this.
Exactly. And then Austin wanted to know if we color coordinated this morning, and we didn't. But great minds think alike.
That was my next item in the closet there. I have a unique way of doing that. Whatever's clean. Next.
Well, I bought this last night.
Oh, that's a new one, huh?
Yeah, this is a new one. Went home, washed them, hung it up.
Eddie Bauer edition?
Eddie Bauer, yeah. I saw one that I really liked. And I went up to Amy and I said, look, baby, I like this shirt. And she goes, that's not going to fit you. And I said, but look at it. I was hanging it across. She goes, put it on. I'm like, well, I've got 2 other shirts on. She said, just put it on. I put it on. She said, look at that button. Oh, what are you talking about? She said, yeah, you can't fit in that.
Was she calling you Porky?
Yeah, she just plumb called me fat. I told that nice lady that worked at Sam's last night, I said, ma'am. She turned around and looked, and I said, she just called me fat. All she could do was laugh. I don't know if that means anything either.
Well, I'm telling you, clothes just don't fit good anymore. I don't know if it's because I eat a lot every day. Okay, maybe it is.
Just because I wear a small, but and an extra large fits better.
Let me explain to you, them Eddie Bauer shirts, they're fitted smaller than, what's the one that starts with the H? That brand.
Hobbit.
Yeah, that brand.
Yeah, that was the shirt I tried to find.
Yeah, Eddie Bauer is tighter than those. I like comfort clothes now. Did I bring that up?
One that fits a little bit better than what we want it to fit.
I'm going to get you to meet the Red Hat ladies, see what they tell you. Let you go speak to them. Let them give you a judgment there.
Yeah.
Scotty Ray and Odie, good morning to everyone. We've got a lot more local things that have gone on over the last 24 hours. A big car chase in Philadelphia. We're going to tell you all about that. It ended with cuffs. We'll tell you the details that all went into all that.
Yeah.
All right, that's up and coming with Scotty Ray and Odie. Summertime has arrived, and Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 has the exact lawnmower for your need. If you've got a big yard with acres and acres to mow, they have a mower for that. No matter the size yard you have, Freeman Tractor has the lawnmower that fits you and your budget. From 48-inch all the way up to 60, or the X-Mark lawnmower. Plenty of these to choose from. Also, they carry a complete line of LS tractors. Come by for a test drive today. Financing available. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494, see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Just $41 a month for this new Brother embroidery machine. Buy it local and get instructions for life, service, financing, the lowest price guaranteed, and take it home today at the Sewing and Vacuum Center in Meridian and So Select in Flowood and Hattiesburg.
As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Jason just sent this in. If you live out in the Wyandotte area and you've lost a puppy, German Shepherd short-haired pointer is walking around kind of skittish there.
Oh, chocolate head, pretty dog by the farmer's market. So, good deal. And safe travels to Rhonda Posey and Ricky. They are watching from Nashville en route to Buffalo, New York. Said they just can't miss the show.
Is there a reason to go to Buffalo?
Well, I was kind of wondering that. It's got to be family because that's the only other reason.
That's a long way
Now,
off.
Buffalo, though, that's different from New York, New York.
New York.
They got different thoughts.
I would like to pass through once in my life to say I've been to Times Square and see the Statue of Liberty. I'd like to see that, but I'd also at the same time like to have a full.
Don't just fly over and wave.
Yeah, because I think you would really need bodyguards. It ain't safe in Times Square anymore, Odie.
Mama and Charlene went to New York with, I forgot what group. It may have been the church group put it. No, it wasn't. It was MCC. Oh, Niagara Falls. It's called. Yeah. MCC did a trip. Mama and Charlene went, and during the time they were there was one of those huge rides was going on.
Yeah, that'll make you want to come home.
And I'm sitting there going, what in the world? And so I called Charlene, and Charlene goes, oh, well, we're going downtown. I said, no, you're not. You and Mama both. Stay your butt back in the room. I said, there's a riot going on. Go back to the room. And she said, you just don't understand. She said, where the street is, where everybody's at, and the sidewalk where all of us are at, she said, it's about 5 deep with police the entire way.
So there's nothing to worry about.
There's no way they can get to you through all of the police. So that's a good thing.
And when I remember this, was it Ole Miss or it wasn't it? I think it was at Ole Miss where that rally was a few years ago, a political rally. I don't remember if it was Obama, if it was maybe Joe Biden, where they brought in and they cut the cameras to the stadium to where the supporters were sitting, and it made it look like the entire place was there, and it was like 10 people in reality, because I got real pictures from people that were there. You had all the Trump supporters, and then you had 10 people, and it's just the way the regular media portrays that. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Have mercy, have mercy.
Charlene said we were very safe there. Yeah. Y'all had me worrying. Thought y'all were crazy. Well, it wasn't no thinking. I knew y'all are.
Send us a memo next time you go there.
Yeah.
Inflation is not going to change as the new report comes out. They're waiting today. Will interest rates go up or not? But they say that inflation is going to stay at least at 3%, maybe a little bit over. That's not good if you're running for office and you're an incumbent. Never, never. It's still rising there at 3%.
There was a breakdown. Eggs up 39%. Meat up something like 20%. The cost of groceries, a huge rise in cost. Not good at all, and you're not going to drop it any. It's going to remain the same.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw another survey, and it done every county in the United States to where if your salary matches to what home prices are climbing to, of course, it doesn't match anywhere here either. There's a few places still left, but inflation is just bang, 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 and every way you go. It's tough to be somebody trying to make ends meet, especially with kids. And on the backside of that, you've retired. You've got X amount of dollars. The government does not give you any more money, your retirement, to make ends meet when things go up. And so many times politicians sort of lose their way on that and forget it. So
yeah, Lindsay said something about 3%. Aren't we still close to 9%? That's
right. Now I'm saying
the
additional
interest rates, are up there. Back in the 70s, an interest rate on a home loan was 10%. But if you had money in the bank, you were actually making money. But if you put money in the bank now, you're not really making a lot of money. I think right now 4.5%, which is better than what we have been, 0.1%.
If I ever get any, I'll let you know what the interest rate is. I have no clue.
Tell me how that's going to go.
But what I was referring to there was the interest, inflation 3% climbing is higher than that, but it's 3% each time. Interest rates anywhere from 4 to 6, and they could go higher. Depending on where I bring this up. Maybe you were out and about last night. I don't know what to say about this, but let's say you're a criminal. You go to Walmart. Right. And you decide I'm going to steal something. You decide to steal 2 55-inch TVs. pretty big, aren't they?
Did they tuck it under a shirt?
No, you had to get in a buggy.
Oh,
So
okay.
you just walk right on out the store with it, and you go to your car and you go, well, I'm a dog. My stolen products will not fit in my car. So you have to open your back doors of your car like this to fit your stolen merchandise so it can hang out. You with me? You got a visualization?
I'm still wanting to know how they got out the door.
I don't have an answer to that. But you know how policies are.
huge.
They are huge, but once you make it past the front door, store employees can't touch you. Now, they can do something inside. Store policies are that way. Once you make it past a door, then it's up to the police to handle it from there. The security within the store can't touch you. And most criminals know that.
So that worked out good.
Yeah, so they make it to the parking lot. The problem they face now is it won't fit in the car right. It's tough being a criminal, Odie.
So they didn't steal anything using a truck.
No. They just come right on up in their white car that may have been a Ford. What are those Fusion
Like
type?
a compact.
Yeah, it's a sedan.
Not like a Lincoln that's got a trunk that
Correct.
you can put 8 people in.
Correct. I love those. Anybody ever make you mad here? Get in the trunk.
There's room, just lay down.
But then they decide to leave, and they have to leave the parking lot with the doors open on the car. No, I'm not kidding y'all.
With TVs hanging out.
Correct. We did have a witness call in and say they went this way. But they're pretty clever. They got away. No one, to my knowledge, has caught our thieves with the TVs hanging out their doors driving down the street.
They got away.
They got away.
See, I guess where I was going to earlier is what Austin just brought up. I go through the self-checkout, and there's 8 people wanting to see my receipt before I go out the door. And here they walk out with 2 55-inch TVs in a buggy, don't have a receipt. That's why I look at them and go, you're not looking at my receipt. If you don't like the way I ring my stuff up, ring it up for me.
Oh, but, if you happen to, and I'm dead serious to this, if you happen to pass a car last night and saw it turn into a driveway with the doors open with 2 55-inch TVs, please call the Meridian Police Department and say, hey, I saw this, and y'all might want to go by this neighborhood. There's 2 TV boxes sitting out by the curb this morning.
They're not smart enough to use a bigger vehicle, so they may not be smart enough to hide the boxes.
And I don't want anybody to take it wrong. I'm not being ugly to police. They responded. They just didn't get there in time, did they?
Well, when you don't have that many operating.
That's correct.
And working, and they're doing what they can to keep everybody safe, and they're 10 miles away. It takes a while to get over there. We need more police officers.
Absolutely.
The police do everything they can. The officers working the beat, working the streets, in the car, they're doing everything they can do.
Remember, it's white with TV hanging out. Seriously, if you saw that, and we do have some cameras. I don't know if they have been checked yet, but that did happen there. So,
wonder how far they got. All the way to the house.
They're watching us right now.
Yeah, on a new TV.
How are y'all doing? We appreciate that.
Cut it off, honey. We made the Scotty Ray Report.
That was funny. I don't care who you are. Now, let me start this out with an apology because, well, I guess I didn't know any better, Odie. When I typed up a post last night, I honestly didn't think anything of it, and I think I offended some people. And it was a honest mistake. When I referred to Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians last night, I referred to it as the Choctaw Nation. I truly don't know enough of my history on this to realize that that's Oklahoma, and that if you're here, it's referred to only as the Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. I just referred to the land as the Choctaw Nation because it is a nation within the United States. So my mistake, and I apologize, but I've corrected that this morning.
My great-grandmother's full-blooded Choctaw.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I know now, but it stirred up a little controversy there. I got a lot of inboxes over that, and we have corrected it. And again, I apologize for that. But why did I bring it up? There was a chase. All of this would begin on, and I've got his picture that we'll share here in just a moment. Highway 488 is where this began. I had it earlier, and we had some computer issues. Let's show you some pictures now of what went on. It started on 488, County Road 488, goes into the city of Philadelphia, comes back out then he would go on to the Choctaw Reservation, which is Mississippi Band of Choctaw Indians. Okay. He went in there, he come back out on 16, and he hunky-dory toward the Leake County line, Highway 16 West. He just didn't count on Eric being there. Eric Clark was on the job. And this is just how this works, of the information flow between Neshoba County and me is so great. Y'all got a great sheriff. When I spoke to Eric, I promise you, I could hear the cuffs coming off his side. The guy wasn't even in custody yet. He and I were talking of, he's going to jail. And I could hear him coming out. And then the click. That's how quick we get information from Eric Clark. He is a great guy, and is immediately, within 30 seconds, I had a picture of the situation of what was going on. He wrecked it out in the bushes there. Now, as
Come here, boy. We got a place for you to go.
Spivey 8, Leake County tag on that. And you think, well, why is he running from the law? Here it is after they've pulled it out. It's got a little damage now. I don't know how it works with insurance company if you're running from the law. Do they pay, Odie? How does that work?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, why did he run? He had several issues going on there. He had a probation violation. He didn't want to be stopped.
That'll do it, because you're going to go back.
Now he's DUI. Possession amount of meth. Strike 2. And then also in the car we had several other paraphernalia, if I pronounce that word's always.
Paraphernalia.
Phernalia?
Yeah.
I want to say Nelia. Okay, well, okay. I'm down with that. But he had a lot of little objects there in the car that just wasn't legal. And they've taken him, and we'll update the picture and get you a nice photo shoot of back at the jail at 2 a.m. when they got him in there. A lot of poses we got for you that we'll share in just a moment. And you don't do that in Neshoba County.
Did he have on haircutting cape?
No, they don't use those up there. They let you show your orange outfit that you're given.
The OJ suit.
Yeah, I'll get that here just a second if I can get that pulled up. I'm telling you. Let's see if I can do that, Odie.
Yeah, we don't cover you up. We show you in that bright orange.
Yeah, the only time I think they would cover you up is if you were wearing a shirt that is ugly in some kind of a manner.
Yeah.
Ugly word on it, and I've seen some. Let's see here. I'm getting there. Hang on here. Eric done sent me the picture, and with all the other problems I had, I didn't get to.
Had to restart, and reboot, and restart, but finally got everything working again this morning.
Let's go to that beautiful bean footage now.
There we go.
Here he is. That he was arrested there. He was from Walnut Grove. Got some tattoos, controlled substance. There's the list of things that he's being charged with there. That is Trevon Jeremiah Thornsberry. Trying to outrun the Neshoba County Sheriff's Department is not smart.
Ooh, all the way from Walnut Grove.
You know, they got a prison over there, too.
I was just thinking that same thing.
They take care of business over there.
Yeah.
So that's what went on there last night. If you were in Neshoba County going, what's all these flashing lights going on? That's what happened. We got more on the way, and Scotty Ray and Odie continue this morning to give you the local headlines that happen in your neighborhood. We'll be right back.
Here at Meridian Cycles, we're your local authorized dealer for all your Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, and Suzuki side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and motorcycles. And we service everything we sell. And for you do-it-yourselfers, we have a very knowledgeable parts department to help you with all your needs. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North right here in Meridian, or call at 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinara Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Bittersweet Crossroads in downtown Enterprise has new hours for summer, Monday through Friday, 8 until 5 p.m. and Saturday, 9 until 5 p.m. A great sandwich shop where they make their own honey mustard. Come try a sub or wrap today. They make some of the best homemade frozen custard with hot fudge drizzle. For specialty coffee, frozen custard, sandwiches, and ice cream, it's Bittersweet Crossroads, Highway 11 South, downtown Enterprise. 601-453-4009.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Welcome back. I want to remind everybody of this. We had last weekend 3 armed robberies, 2 of which I do believe were the same person. I haven't gotten the rest of the details of this, of what foiled this, but we had an attempted robbery last night. This would be at another hotel. So if you're watching me and you work night shift, let's even go to day shift, because people get braver the more they get. They've been picking on the night shift because you can hide in the shadows and you can zip in, you can zip out, and can't anybody see where you went. But an attempted robbery occurred last night as we pull this up, Odie. This is going to be over at America's Best Value Inn. 31st Avenue is where this is. Attempted to rob that. Again, I hadn't gotten the fine details of who, what, and what went on, but it was an attempt. Wearing all black, slipped out into the night and got away. He didn't get anything from what I'm understanding, but it was an attempt. If you work in this line of work at night, whether it's an attempt or you're successful, it's scary. We don't want anybody to feel threatened. So if you own hotels or you're a hotel worker, let's put up that alert, because this person is coming back. They've had 2 successful, 1 attempt. There's going to be more. So whatever we have to do to add a little extra security for our people that do this for a living at night, if you own a string of hotels, assign somebody to stay in there with them. Let's do a little bit more.
Call CUI and let them come out and look and see.
Yeah.
And update if you need to, or add to your camera system. To make sure that not only your employees, but your patrons and your business itself is covered.
Now, again, with all of this, no one has been hurt, but this person has a gun. It takes a megasecond for something to go wrong. An itchy finger, accidental, it can go off, someone can be hurt. We don't want this to happen in our town. So if you're driving around at night and you see somebody standing by a hotel in the shadows wearing all black and a hoodie, call the police and say, this doesn't look right. We need this person captured and brought to justice. We've lost too many people this year already, and we don't want a repeat of this. So we're sending out that alert. Convenience store workers, also our hotel workers. Those are the folks that work at night. Basically, am I leaving off anybody that's kind of alone that works at night?
That's your biggest ones. Terry's got a great idea, hire off-duty law enforcement for security, but the problem is we don't have enough
to have overtime.
Off-duty.
They're working overtime.
And then, where was it on here? Bailey, has Lauren been found? No, not that we know of. No one has texted and said she's been found. When she is found, there'll be an update on the page. Yes. It says update, she's found, safe, everything's good. But yeah, if you're in there, continue to help look and continue to pray that we find her.
That's a big deal there. And you have to put yourself in the place of family. We go back to Kemper County. That nice lady has been missing for two years.
Yeah.
Or is it a little longer now?
It's been close to 2 years.
And she's no trace, no nothing. And as I always hear, it's always that first 48 is where you need to be finding someone.
And here's something that this is going to be real hard, but really everybody to think about this. If someone goes off into the woods and they're missing in the woods, don't go looking for them in the woods. Let us come out there and set up perimeters, because we can call dogs in to come and help do that search. But if multiple people come out there and start walking up and down and through the woods, that disturbs the scent trail, and now that dog is no longer effective because it cannot differentiate with all that different scent that's in there. So best thing to do is just don't go in there looking. Call us, let us start getting our teams together and come out there, and when we get dogs on scene, we've got a fresher scene for them to work with.
LaWanda says she thinks it's 3 years now going on the lady from Kemper County. Boy, how time flies. We may never know the answer to that at this point. That's been so long.
Yeah, Terry says, isn't it ruin evident? It will, because sometimes we don't look for people, we look for where they've been.
I couldn't help but notice this. It was big, it was yelling, it took up the entire street and, well, half the police force.
Yeah.
Let's go down to Ochsner Rush of yesterday. What was going on? Look at this thing, Odie. It's big.
That's what you call an air conditioner right there.
That big one there, and I listed it as a piece of equipment. That I don't know what that cools, but it's humongous. I would hate to think what this piece, and then what we're talking about this here, this is it moving in as they lower it. I don't know what that piece of equipment cost, that AC, but
yeah,
it's big.
Yeah.
You need it in that building. But that's what was going on down there yesterday as they moved that in. It was just neat to watch that. We don't have that many cranes come into Meridian and handle those. So I was impressed.
It is pretty neat. Our young kid inside of us comes out when we see stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
we just want to watch.
Never touch those if the wind is blowing. He gets to swinging things. And I've done enough crane safety in classes to know all that. But that's what was going on downtown. More coming up with Scotty Ray and Odie. It's already 7:30. Can you believe it?
Golly, time is flying.
It is. We'll be back. We've got more information. We'll do some history, and we got a whole lot more information to bring you locally.
Long Cleaning Solutions Line Striping Division prides itself on getting the job done right. So, for results just like these, for security that you expect, call Trey Long in the Line Striping Division of Long Cleaning Solutions in Meridian.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, we'll travel. Willa said she saw the crane yesterday. She just gave it its space. She didn't want to get too close to it.
You can have it. Don't drop nothing on me.
I'm sure that your line of vision on driving something like that is not all that good. You know, the next thing that I would like to watch, just for a few minutes, when they go in these big homes that they jack up and they move down the street, I'd like to watch that process. That is just neat.
On a foundation. And they dig holes right up under it and send a trailer, jack it up.
I priced our 2-story house that we had in Scuba of moving it to Meridian. At the time, it would have been cheaper to just rebuild the entire house. It was an additional $140,000 they wanted to move it because you had power lines you have to go into your charge. I don't know what it would cost today, but it just better to take that 100 and something and put towards a new house.
And build you one just like it.
Yeah, and I almost done that. I missed that old house. That was pretty. I liked it up there.
A friend of mine, he bought a home place not too far from here, and it had an old general store, had an old barn and an old house, and it was like 1890, and the house wasn't livable, and he built the house they're in now. He built it where the original house was. And the bottom floor is the same floor plan as the original home. And he used a lot of the wood from the original home
And rebuilt.
in the new one. And it's pretty neat. You know?
There has to be, it's kind of like an old vehicle. Sometimes there has to be sentimental value as to why you save some stuff, without a
Well,
doubt.
I don't know. Mine, I save everything. Amy says I do.
I ain't commenting on that. Let's go back to 1930 at this point. This guy, I think a lot of people really liked him. He was a little different, but he was funny and he was a great singer. Anybody remember Gomer? Well, he was born today. Jim Neighbors was his name. Born in 1930. Well, golly, isn't that what he said?
Golly, Sergeant Carter, but he had one heck of a voice.
He did.
Man.
It was more of an opera style, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But he could sing. We'll give old Gomer that there. This is important to remember. There's a lot of people that believe history didn't happen, but it did. And it was all because we know everything that happened because of this day, because of a birthday present, Odie.
Yep.
1942, a young lady by the name of Anne Frank got a diary for her birthday. This would be the beginning of a document that would allow us inside of what tragedy would happen to so many Jewish people.
Of day to day.
Oh, my
what
gosh.
they went through.
And very important for us to know that. If you're watching me, don't know what I'm talking about, do a little Googling on your phone a little bit later when you have time to do this.
Yeah.
You're wanted by the police, and my wife thinks you're dead. I'm working for the Highway Patrol. You know him. His name is Junior Brown. He's having a birthday today. He was born in 52. He's different, but I like him. Junior Brown, if you hadn't heard that.
Go back. You made me listen to that a couple of weeks ago. That was just as funny. I like that song, too.
The video is just cute where he knocks on the door and it's an ex-girlfriend that shows up on his front door and his wife standing behind him going, who is it? He's trying to get rid of her.
Go.
You're wanted by the police and my wife thinks you're dead. I bet there's a lot of old boys that goes, she died.
Yeah.
1963, this was a beautiful woman. She was so beautiful.
Yeah.
8, 9, 12, 15 people married her. Really? It was like the episode of Odie.
Well.
Cleopatra premiered. Elizabeth Taylor was the leading actress. Was she not gorgeous?
She was, and I can't believe it still took her whole career before she really even won an award.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Oh, man.
And then she hung out with Michael. We'll leave that era alone. 1967 as we go to this day. They released it today to radio. One of my favorite Merle Haggard songs is we go back to remember Branded Man. This was all of that era where he sang about where he'd spent a little time. When they let me out of prison. Woo! I like that. Ronald Reagan may have had a little something to do with it, too. We've talked about this song before because it was just so huge. It has impacted America. And one day, I heard her say that she'd made a deal, and I think this is in line to be made a movie at some point. And, of course, we all know it was all about a bank teller that you would get to know Jolene. 73, she recorded it today. Jolene.
Now,
Don't take him just because you can.
Yeah. And didn't that make here recently one of the best country music of all time?
Yeah, it made the
country
list.
songs of all time.
Jolene. I think it was in the top because we talked about it not long ago.
And then
Carl Dean flirting down at the bank. Shame on him.
what's the three girls from Mississippi that starting their career and they did You Can Have Him, Jolene?
Yeah. Heart, something Heart.
Sacred Heart?
No, that's not it. It's Heart. I know it.
Yeah.
They were on the one of those talent shows there.
Chapel Heart.
Yes,
Thank you, Marge.
yes,
Andrew's thing I'm going to be on the next American Idol. Might be a judge, but you're not going to hear me singing. They'd kick me off. That'd be like the Gong Show. I walk out there and they just gone.
Who was it that I heard talking about that they just cannot sing? Somebody had talked about it, and well, that's me too. I try. And if I could sing, because I always think of Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby had it going, y'all. Talladega, and he was wearing his favorite Crystal Gale shirt when that tiger attacked him. Love that show. As we go back to 76, Crystal Gale had a number one. Y'all remember? I'll get over you. And that's all I can sing of it because I'll get really off tune if I go much further. One of my favorites of hers is You've Been Talking in Your Sleep. Have you heard that?
Oh, yeah.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Her husband's sitting over there saying some names, and she's
It's like,
trying to figure out who it is.
Let me write this down.
Crystal Gale, she said that dreamers never lie. Is there any truth to that?
Well, yeah.
That was a line in the song. It did make sense.
Yeah.
Now, we are fixing to hurt Greg's feelings something kind of bad now this
Greg,
next
sit
head.
down.
Yeah, this could get you.
Yeah.
1980, we would lose him. He went away, and boy, what a star he was. He always had an argument with the little dude that
high
needed
sheriff.
a bath. Festus.
Oh, yeah, he did. Sure did.
Milbert Stone passed away. Of course, you know him as Doc. He was on Gunsmoke for 25 plus years.
And Greg, I've been trying to tell him that those were reruns that come on, and he wouldn't believe me.
Oh.
And now we just broke his heart.
1981, we go back for another one of these. It was so many of them, they do make a lot of headlines.
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark would hit theaters. I liked it. I liked Indy. Everything that series done was good.
It was good.
And they're making a new one now.
Is he going to be in that one too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is going to be in it. I don't know how big of a role, but he is in it.
Well, I'll watch it. As long as they don't replace him, I'm sure somebody will be the main one swinging and
Yeah.
doing all that.
At 90, I don't think he can do all that.
He's been in that spaceship with Star Wars.
He did all of that. He's just a Patriot Games. Man, the list just goes on.
Yeah.
What was the one where he played the president? Air Force One?
Air Force One, where he had to go from one airplane to the other.
Yeah.
On a rope.
Harrison Ford is just that good guy that plays that part. I like him.
Yeah.
You ever loved anybody for the wrong reason?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It happens. The Bellamy Brothers had a number one song in 82 with I Love You for All the Wrong Reasons. That was somewhere around the era where you would hear, give me a redneck girl. She's got a name on the back of her belt, kiss on her lips for a man and no one else. One of my favorite ones they had.
Name on the back of her belt.
This guy, I only know him from one song.
I don't know him.
The Black Dress song, Getting You Home. A little black dress and something about it hitting the floor. Chris Young has a birthday today. Newer country artist there. Chris Young. He had a cowboy hat the last time I saw him. He doesn't have that anymore. We'll leave it at that. 1987, this was spooky at the time.
Yeah, invisible beings around you.
This would be before we found out about The Babysitter. Arnold Predator premiered back in 87, long before his wife knew about The Babysitter.
Yeah,
we'll leave it at that. 1994 is the day that these, can you believe it's been that long? 30 years ago today. This would be when we would find out that Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman were murdered. And then we would find out so much information. America, that was really when we were glued to television and watching live television of what's going on in court.
Well, I mean, that started
Judge Ito,
chasing.
is that right? Ito?
Judge Ito, that's exactly right.
Mark, who was that investigator? Mark Furman, is that right?
Mark Furman. Yeah.
Somebody named Bailey? FT? F something?
Something Bailey was OJ's attorney.
And they were often referred to as the Dream Team.
That's right. Well, I mean,
Who was the driver of the Bronco? You know who he was
it was his best friend. They played football together. F. Lee Bailey.
F. Lee
That's
Bailey.
right. Golly, come on.
And then correct me if I'm wrong, Odie. Wasn't there a bum that lived in a house there that kind of sat back and didn't have a job that watched everything?
AC, Summer had it. That's right. AC.
Was the AC Cowens was the driver.
So,
but there was a bum that sat back, kind of like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, had long hair, and he was the Cato was his name. Cato was a freeloader.
So he was the one that sat there, kind of took care of the property, mowed the grass.
Magnum
like
PI.
So he was the one that was there.
Man, how that shaped America and everything that came after that.
You know, that was the start of helicopters following chase scenes up and down the road for TV.
We do know that Ron Burgundy started all that, don't we?
Well, that's
I watched Anchorman.
that's true.
They told him a new network was coming out, and he had to come up with an idea to save the show. You remember that? And they followed the police chase.
Now, I want to say, and I'll have to call him and find out. Roger Smith, the owner of the Temple Theater, he was a helicopter pilot, and if I'm not mistaken, he had something to do during that chase. If he was working for one of the companies out there who was following that.
I don't know the story on that.
So I'll have to get with Roger, because I know if it wasn't that one, there was a lot of high-profile chases that he followed as a helicopter pilot. So pretty neat.
It is, but that truly changed America there. Not a lot went on this day after that. I'm sure there's something that I missed. But this guy was one of Hollywood legends that we would lose today. And it was not all that long ago, some 21 years ago. But man, he still sticks out. Gregory Peck.
Yeah.
We lost him today in 2003. Boy, howdy. That did happen today. A lot of other local events that are coming up. We don't want you to miss any of this. We're going to get to those in just a moment. We leave something out.
No, I was looking at Scott said, did the Broncos sales tank or did they go out of sight? Well, I mean, it never got any faster than 35, so I figured it was hard to sell a Bronco.
Well, you know, that
Of course,
one
it
just
did outrun 100 of them.
that one is just resold. It was in Gatlinburg in a museum, and I think they're reselling it again. That one is worth a chunk. But, you know, as you go back and you watch Longmire, that particular Bronco is making a comeback. Still affordable if you're wanting something that's unique. The Bronco, the Ford Bronco of that, 88 through 94?
Something like that.
Where they were full size.
And these new Broncos they just came out with, I'm mixed feelings. If I was going to get one, it had to be a 4-door.
Yeah,
But,
it's mixed feelings on that. But the old ones are kind of coming back. Longmire's was cool.
And it was a good one.
Yeah, like the looks of that. And I see a few still under some barns and under garages that are just sitting there.
Y'all not going to fix them, go ahead and sell them.
Yeah.
Get you something for it.
Man, look, I was talking yesterday. This is, you know what it is scary, Odie?
Uh-oh.
I already got an engine for my 66. Just by and I'm not talking about paint. I'm talking about get in it, put it in gear. I have a dash that lights up that's electronic and power brakes, and putting it in there and you know, tightening the engine up. You know what the guess would be? Are you sitting down?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Give me a guess. What do you think?
With everything,
Yeah. Motor, but just drivetrain.
just a drivetrain,
Yeah. Motor, engine, brakes, that kind of stuff.
$8,000.
Where are you getting this cheap stuff from?
Well, I mean, you know, you can get it from Timo. It might come off the ship, you know, when you hit a bridge.
Because the list comes, nah, you got to have a computer. You got to add this, and well, you got to have that to do.
Oh,
That's
so you going new style?
yeah. But I already got the engine now. I already got it, and we got to have air because in 1966 there was no such thing as that.
You had the 260,
Yeah, it's still got that.
2 windows and 60.
Yeah, I don't
miles an
want that
hour.
no more. But adding the air conditioner, you know, this is just not fixing anything else. Give me another guess, Odie.
So we at 12,
Come on, Odie, let's guess some more.
16.
Odie,
I went too high.
no, you didn't. He wanted to go a little higher, and I said, but about 18,000 by the time you get the parts of what you need to bolt up to roll down the highway. That's why you ain't never gonna fix anything up. See, that's right at it. 20 was the guess, and 25. That's if you were to go and put some different steering parts. This is just, you know, my old truck hadn't got power steering, so you got to put power steering in it, and yeah, we ain't even got to the paint and replacing bumpers and emblems yet.
Wow. You can see that's why I ain't restoring a vehicle.
Do you remember that black one I bought?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just hit me with something?
Because you didn't give much for it as the shape it was in.
Yes, sir. But since then, I have found out that you get nothing cheap that has Chevrolet bow tie written on it. We'll be right back.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler? Or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles, a GMC Denali, or a 2024 Silverado 2500. Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
When it comes to paint and body work, we want you to know about this fella here. He does a fine job there. Chet's Paint and Body. Drop in today if you need anything done. He will definitely take care of it, from a deer to cows and people at red lights that want to scuff your vehicle.
Even a tree that'll walk out in front of it.
That has been known to happen there.
Telephone poles, he takes care. And he doesn't use any of those old parts. He uses brand new parts we put on there and get your car looking right. And not only is he going to do the work, he's going to do the work with the insurance company to get that took care of. You don't even have to do that. Just take your car to him or have the tow truck take it to him and let him do the work, and he takes care of everything.
See him today. This is where the office, that's what it looks like as you go over. Right there. And get the right picture shown. 98, 88 in the curve there. Visit Chet. Good people, as we like to call them there on our neck of the woods there. Good morning.
Now, Todd Kemp.
Oh, we're going to post a picture of this.
I'm going to get it as soon as, because I try and do the birthdays and stuff like that. So I've got my phone on it and I can see some text, but I can't reply. So he said get a Jeep instead of a Bronco. Because, he's big on the Jeeps.
Oh,
they go
that's
out
what I hear.
west and they do these Jeep rallies. And now he has done his redneck engineering. This is an awesome picture. I'm going to make sure we get it. But he's got him, it looks like a 30-foot flatbed trailer.
Yep.
He's got him a camper.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he took them wheels off of it, and he put it on that 30-foot camper. That left him enough room to drive the Jeep up on the trailer on the back.
So now he doesn't have to buy one of those really expensive ones where the back of the camper opens up and you drive your vehicle in.
Exactly. Now the camper's just a camper for you, and
we're going to have to go down and do some video of this with Todd and take a look at this. We'll call it an episode of Redneck Ingenuity.
I think so. That was... Because that was pretty neat. Y'all just wait till I can get
we're going to share it, and we're going to do some video of it there.
Yeah, because that's pretty neat. That is ingenuity. Just take the wheels off the trailer and throw it in the camper and throw it on top of the trailer.
Debbie said that Chet done a great job on her car. He does do that. Hey, we got another, I don't know whether, because I hadn't looked at it. I don't know whether to call it a sinkhole or the road is gone. But we got another issue. And North Hills is closed as we pull this up. This is going to be on this side of Highway 19, right here, and you go up to where 26th Street is. Closed. Let me show you why. Okay, there's a backhoe sitting in the middle of the road. That means you can't pass that.
Yep.
Whoa. That'll swallow a small Honda.
And that's a busy road.
Yes, sir. It started out, I got pictures of when this started out yesterday. Let me see if I can find that. It started out this way. To where it was one lane of traffic. And then before long, the entire road had to be closed down. And I've been trying to keep up with this stuff here lately because I get a lot of comments if I can't pass on my street. I lost my Toyota. Could you come help me? There's some big holes that have come into this. Some would take in a Crown Vic.
I'm glad I'm watching the show, so now I know if there's an emergency and I need to go that way, I can't go that way instead of getting caught.
That's right. So don't head that way.
Not knowing
it
we've
is.
got stuff like that.
We had a boo-boo in Clark County out by Cooper's Chapel.
Ooh, ow.
Yeah, as we visit our friends from Clark County Hot Topics, they were on the scene for us. And, well, ouch, ouch, and ouch. Let's get a closer. Man, that is serious there.
Ow.
That's redoing your pick-em-up truck.
Yeah.
Y'all be careful there. Run off the road and accidents happen. We have been to quite a few here lately, and we want everybody to be careful, careful, careful. Oh, I also want to remind everybody about this. We got a revival coming up.
Brother Danny Lanier will be back behind the pulpit.
Sure will. Central Baptist Church, this is going to start on June 23rd and run through the 26th. They invite you out, 6 p.m. evening worship there on Monday. Come on out, each time, 6 o'clock. You'll enjoy yourself. It's going to be a great time. Visit with the folks. Do some celebrating of the good Lord up above. Nobody better than Brother Danny to come in and host this event. I hope you can make it out to that. Did I miss something there, Odie?
No, I was just trying to sit here. Reuben got him a T-shirt that his daughter bought him at Collinsville Day.
Oh.
And he's just now getting it. Boy, she kept that for you just right, didn't she? And we've got more shirts coming, so we'll let you know where we're going to be and get the shirts, the mugs, and the tumblers out and about real soon.
Canton is issuing and we may do this at some point, but you have to enforce it when you do something like this. Canton, Mississippi, putting out a new curfew for youth. 9 p.m. is going to be the timeline. If you live there, if you're under the age of 18, you got to be at home. They will hit the family with a $500 fine if you're not at home where you should be. Curfews are only good if you enforce it. We actually think we've got one.
Yep, but yeah. Now, Katie makes a good point.
What's that?
Talk about a way to save money. She says NASA spends so much money looking for black holes, and all they had to do was go down 18th Street.
There it is. It's a big one. I'm going to go back and get a new picture updated of that one. And hopefully the aroma is better there today.
Or was it not good?
Oh, Odie.
Did they hit a pipe?
Oh, Odie. Odie. I don't know how you could work within a 3-city block of there. It was breathtaking. What was that old song? It takes my breath away.
Take your breath away.
I held my breath. I parked up by McDonald's and walked down and went. It was rough.
You need to borrow some diving gear.
I do. Man alive. I sprayed myself down when I got back in the car with Lysol.
Just so you didn't absorb none of it.
It got on your clothes. It went home with me. I'm telling you, that was some kind of.
Angie sitting at the door going, take it off out there.
Don't you come in that house with that. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
and that was one of those. And I respect those folks that hung out with Mike Rowe and do those dirty jobs every day because somebody's got to do it. We respect it. Hey, if you're a big Jerry Lee fan, good news for you. They're going to be opening up his home as a museum. You'll be able to tour it before long in Mississippi. The Killer. That's up and coming. They've been working with the family, and they hadn't announced what day it will happen. But it's coming soon if you wanted to go see the legend. I know that they had a lot of yard sales up there. You could go buy something of the Killer's.
I love that gate.
Oh, yeah. The Killer had a beautiful, he had a piano on it. Didn't have the iconic thing as Elvis did. You know, Elvis is king of the gates.
Yeah. Graceland had the gate to go with it.
I would love to have found out who come up with that idea for Elvis. Was it his?
Oh, yeah.
Andy Gibson, as we know him, he is the ag commissioner in Mississippi. He's holding a rally for Trump, and it's made some Democrats mad, and they're wanting to boycott the state fair after that. It'll be okay. More room for everybody else to walk around. I'm not sure that boycotts work all that much anymore. Occasionally, there will be a product online that gets hit. But locally, I don't know if that's a thing or not. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. We had this is always tragedy as we go to south of us, Jones County. We had somebody, whenever we get that call that says there's been an accident with a motorcycle, it always spooks you. We had someone lose their life in a motorcycle accident in Jones County. Condolences to the family there. The last couple that we've had here, Odie, we have been fortunate. Minor scratches from a few motorcycle wrecks. I've gotten some inboxes from people that were in it, said, hey, wanted to say thank you for coming by that day. I'm okay now. And thankful. But it's always scary when that happens.
Definitely.
And we'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie, we got birthdays and a few more things to tell you.
Tired of buying cars with no warranty? Are you worried about your car breaking down? Come see us at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the only dealership in Meridian that gives you a 7-year unlimited mileage powertrain warranty on qualified new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Buy with confidence. We'll take care of you for 7 years, new and used, at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A mission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series, rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
J&J Tire Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. Odie, this is concerned. Miley's daddy's got an issue.
Well, he had one.
He's getting rid of it.
He's getting rid of it.
Billy Ray is seeking a divorce, and he is asking, what do they do when your marriage is dissolved like it never happened on paper? What's that called?
Annul?
He's wanting to have it annulled. He's been married 7 months. I don't know what the timeline is on that, but he's wanting to get rid of her. Apparently, it's not working out there. And I didn't realize what Billy Ray looks like now.
I didn't either. I saw that yesterday and I was like,
it's scary.
Yeah.
It's like he's one of those guys you don't want knocking on the window of your car.
Yes, sir, back away.
Look at Billy Ray. That's whoever he married.
Yeah, I never heard of her before.
Let's go back to the mullet, Billy Ray. It looked better. Man.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got now.
But Billy Ray trying to get a divorce from her. That whole family situation has gone a little bit left there.
Yeah, he said irreconcilable. Well, he said, how'd he put it? He used a different term, meant the same thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Somebody mentioned about boycott. Somebody mentioned that Bud Light, that on a nationwide level that did work. Locally, though, I don't remember anything that impacted within the state of Mississippi of a Mississippi boycott.
Yeah.
I could be not thinking of something. Every now and then, is it a call to boycott something? I'm sure if somebody crosses a line that they shouldn't, let it be known and a lesson be learned so they won't repeat it again.
Yeah.
There's reasons for that. You're the American public. You get to choose what you want to buy. And it's pretty strong there. That does happen there. We need to do some birthdays this morning, Odie. Who do we have?
Ooh, let's see here. Let me pull my little old handy-dandy wheel of numbers up here and get this. And we'll be doing some birthdays because we've got Heather Bunyard, 51 today. Ralph and Connie John celebrating 42 years of marriage. Dina Junkins, 46. John Compton's having a birthday. Pam Ezel Hurst is having a birthday. And Dale Alford is having a birthday. So we're going to hit that button and we're going to see what number pops up. And Ralph and Connie John's 42 years of marriage are winners of the Hyundai of Meridian Scotty Ray Report coffee mug. Go buy a Hyundai of Meridian on Highway 39 and pick up your coffee cup. And remember, while you're there, go ahead and test drive a vehicle while you're already in the lot.
All right. Let's see here. They're saying that they found one of the earliest marks of Jesus, a record of it that's never been discovered before in an Egyptian manuscript.
Well,
2,000 years old is what they're saying they have discovered.
Y'all stick with us. We told you he's real.
He's very real. We hope to find out more about it there. I've looked at the picture. I don't quite understand it. You have to decipher it. But he is mentioned in some manuscripts there. That's
big news.
It is. It is real. It did exist.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of that, have you got a Bible verse for us to end the day, Odie?
I do, because we're going to go to Galatians 6, verse 2. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. If you've got a friend that needs some help them through it. Talk to them. Let them cry on your shoulder if you need to be there. Teach them about Jesus. That's one way to help them through their harsh time in life. We all go through it. We all need a friend, but we also all need to know of the love that Jesus has for each one of us. That's one way to start your day every day, is with a prayer and a thank you to Jesus for bringing you back and having another day here on this earth. Well, I tell you, we love you too.
Absolutely.
And we'll be back tomorrow to come back 23 hours from now to bring another little word of Jesus Christ at the end of the show. There's nothing better than sharing the word of God. Until then, we'll be back tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful and safe day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.